What's up, everybody? I wanted to share one quick video here about speed reading. So I actually am a pretty slow natural reader. Even though I read a lot as a kid, I just tested my normal reading speed and it's about 200 words per minute, which is not fast by any stretch of the imagination. I kind of looked it up to get an idea, and the average college student reads between 350 and 450 words per minute. The average person is between 200 and 300. So I was a little shocked, and I knew that I was a slow reader, and that's why a lot of times I'll listen to audiobooks. But because I know how important actually physically reading is, I decided to implement some skills that I've learned. So I learned them from a YouTube video about speed reading where a guy read a book in a day, which was pretty awesome. It was like a 300-page book. And from this book called Limitless by Jim Kwik, which I've done another video on. I'm not sure if it's been posted before or after this, but between those two videos, I got a couple key techniques that you can use to just drastically, immediately increase your learning speed. And the first one, and without a doubt the most effective one, is you take your pen or your pencil or your finger and you trace along where you're reading. And you trace, and this keeps you from going back. So that's a huge slowdown in your reading. It keeps you from going back, and if you move it a little faster than is comfortable, it keeps you reading faster. And so what happens when you're doing this, because you're getting this steady flow across the page, you're not reading word by word by word, you're reading through the words, getting the point and moving on. And if you do miss a word, the chances that it's going to impact your understanding is very, very low. So don't worry about if you miss a word, just keep going, and you'll get the idea of the paragraph, and you'll get the idea of what you're reading. Then the second tip that I thought was really cool, it's the idea of priming, right? So it comes from the idea if you're driving really fast on the highway, you get off an exit and you're going like 50 miles an hour, that feels really slow because you were just doing 80. So what you actually do as like a training method is you read for 4 minutes and you see where you are at the end of those 4 minutes. You mark the start and the end. Then you set a timer for 3 minutes. And you try to read all that in 3 minutes. You do the same thing for 2 minutes, try to read it all, and then the same thing for 1 minute. So you read in 1 minute what you read in 4 minutes before. Now, you're not going to really understand anything, but then when you move on to read, you're going to be primed at this higher speed, and so you're actually going to read a lot faster. After learning moving the pen across, and then that one, there's one other tip, number 3, that's really powerful, and that is visualizing what's going on. And this is more important when you're talking about retention and comprehension, and that's because your brain learns in pictures, not words. Think about your dreams. Think about the last time you thought. You don't think in words, you think in pictures. So you need to read in pictures and action as well. So visualize what's going on. Think about what's going on. Don't think about the words. And so by applying these 3 techniques, I went from reading to about 200 words. Of 200 words a minute to about 425, pushing 450 words a minute. So I more than doubled my speed of reading, and it was absolutely insane for me. It obviously saves me a ton of time and allows me to dive into some of the big paperback, hardback books that I'm interested in reading. So I hope you guys apply these tips the next time you freaking read, because it will change your reading without a doubt. Again, thank you guys for watching. Apply these principles. Have a wonderful day. And with this video, if your reading is knowledge, you're going to be getting that knowledge faster. And knowledge is power, so you're going to become more powerful more quickly. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.